Okay, we're back. This is about 3 hours later of letting this sit with WD-40 poured in behind here. So as you see, I finally got this thing pulled off, and you can see how much corrosion was in there. I mean, that sucker was like it was welded on. And that's just from hard water buildup. And it happens. That's 9 years of hard water buildup in there. All right, as you can see, the cartridge is exposed. It's got this little clip piece on here. So I'm gonna set the phone down and show you how to take the rest of it apart here. So you may need your pliers to just kind of get this clip thing loose, but don't destroy this because you need to use it later. So however you get it off, just finesse it off. Once again, it's kind of corroded. You just got to work it off of there. You may even have to take your screwdriver and like peel away some of the corrosion around it. You can use a flathead screwdriver or you can use a razor blade, but you're just making that a little easier to slide off of there. You can spray some WD-40 on there to help it out. You're just trying to work that piece off. It's just a keeper is all it is, but you don't want to break it because the cartridge, I think the cartridge itself, you may not need this keeper. I'm not sure, depending on, I don't think you actually need that keeper. But, you know, you never know. You may want to slide it on there for whatever reason. But I don't want to break it. Just kind of slide it off. Instantly it comes off. There we go. There's that. Okay. Just set that to the side. And then you can't take this thing off without getting this Torx bit. Remember I told you need a Torx bit? So this little set screw right here is a Torx bit. So you just want to take that. There you go. You get that loose enough, it pops right out. So we'll take that out. And then you want to slide this piece off. Then you got this retaining ring right here. That's where your channel locks are going to come into play, or your heavy set of pliers. In this case, I'll want to use these because they're just a bigger set. And if you don't want to scratch that up, you can put something on it, you know, so you don't scratch it up. But I'm not really worried about scratching it up. It's going to be hidden anyway. It should be on there hand tight, so it doesn't take that much force to get that thing off of there. So that just screws right off. Once you take that off, you should be able to pull the cartridge right out of there. It may take this flathead screwdriver, you may have to get in behind here and just kind of work it. There's a slot at the top there where you can get that flathead screwdriver in there and kind of work it loose. But once you work it loose, it should just twist right out of there. It's not as arduous as getting that stupid brass fitting off, that's for sure. That takes forever. That's got to be the worst part. But this cartridge probably won't come out all in one piece. So we'll get this front piece off here and then we'll have to work the rest of the cartridge out. You see you got a little bit of water back behind there. You don't want to dig too hard because you don't want to ruin the seal here on that brass fitting. So just be careful when you're jimmying this thing off of here that you don't put a lot of pressure against that brass fitting, because if you ruin that, then you're getting yourself into a whole lot more expensive situation to where you have to have that whole fitting replaced, and at that point you might as well just call a plumber. Alright, so we're going to work this. Just twist it and it should twist right off. And you can see the other half of the cartridge there. So we're gonna have to pull that sucker out of there, because I know that thing's lodged in there because there's all kinds of corrosion down there. But once again, as you're working this out, just be careful not to damage this brass fitting. So whatever you got to do to grab that thing, but don't put pressure on that brass fitting. And that sucker is in there. to work away some of that. Just get it loose. Come to the side of it a little bit. Peel it out a little, just kind of work it loose. You don't want to put too much pressure against that brass fitting. We're just kind of getting this thing loose. But there is a lot of corrosion in there. So we're gonna have to get our can of WD-40. And what I'm gonna do is spray a little bit more spray in there. So we'll just hold the phone up here. Hopefully that'll help that thing come loose. Apologize for the bad video. I don't have anybody helping me out here. So hopefully you'll be able to gather what you need to do this yourself. It'll save you some money on the plumber, that's for sure. Just kind of work it. That thing's in there good. So one thing after the other on this. Corrosion is a bad thing. Just kind of working it around a little bit. See if we can grab it again. I'm getting it to turn, it's moving. If I can get it to slide, then that means it's loosening up back there, and I should be able to pull it right out. There it comes. It's trying. I don't care about damaging that cartridge because it's going in the trash anyway. There we go. I heard it coming loose. And there she is. You can see the sides right here where the corrosion was, and it was just kind of, it was in there, that's for sure. Okay. So, once you get all that apart, you really want to clean that out good. We really don't have to take this back sleeve off. I mean, if you wanted to take it off and clean back there, you can undo that screw and this face plate will just come right off, but we're not going to get into all that. We don't need to. Alright, so as you can see, I'm just going to clean this out a little bit. It's very corroded. So we're gonna let that drain. I'm gonna clean that out, and then we'll put the new one in and put everything back together. Hopefully this video helps you guys. It gets hot in this bathroom when I'm working on that. But I hope it helped you guys out, and if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. I'm always welcome to criticism. So hope it helps you out, and good luck to you.